So, today we're gonna learn adjectives. Adjectives are hard. I'm just telling you now. But adjectives are important because they are more to remember. Alright? So please be ready for this. Today I'm just gonna talk about adjective present tense. But there's also past tense for next video. And I made a PDF for you. This is totally free. And if you want to get the PDF, go to the link in the description below. Trust me, you'll be alright. Okay. Now, let's get started. So, first of all, adjectives, we have two categories. Okay? So the first one is called adjectives. Adjectives. These are the adjectives ending with "い." So usually, 寒い、高い、暑い、楽しい. So these are the adjectives ending with "い." So it's called adjectives. Okay? And there's another one, it's called na adjectives. So na adjectives is a little bit tricky because you can't really tell if it's na adjectives. You need to remember because if you just say the word, we usually drop na. For example, きれい. きれい means beautiful. So when you say it, you can just say the word like きれい. But this is actually na adjectives. So the dictionary form is きれいな. But we don't usually say that. This is a key. Alright? So when you use na, that's the time when you need to say something else after this. For example, if you want to say like beautiful sea. Now, it's not that you're just saying it's beautiful. You need to say beautiful sea. So there's a noun afterwards. So then you need to say na here before the noun. Like きれいな海. Okay? So that's how it works. Na adjectives, you need to remember it's always not there. Even though you don't usually say it when you say the word. But adjectives, it's easy. Because for example, 安い, cheap. Let's say 安い時計, cheap watch. You don't need to change anything. Just say 安い as in cheap, 時計. You need to just be careful of na adjectives because when you say the word, sometimes きれい, for example, that's a good example because きれい is kind of ending with "い." So if you don't know きれい is na adjective, you can make a mistake easily. Because if you think きれい is adjective, and you can say きれい海, but it's not right. きれいな海. So that's the reason why you need to remember which is na adjectives, which is adjectives. Okay? And also, this affects how you conjugate to negative form. So adjectives becomes くない. くない. So 寒い becomes 寒くない. That's the negative. 寒い. 寒いです. 寒くないです. Not cold. 寒くないです. くない. Okay? For na adjectives, this is じゃない. Okay? So, for example, 元気. 元気ですか? 元気です. 元気じゃないです. じゃないです. So, くない is for adjectives. じゃない is for na adjectives. That's the difference. So just remember, please remember, adjectives くない. Na adjectives じゃない. Okay, that's the only difference. But for some reason, seems really difficult for students. Okay, so I'm not gonna make it any difficult from now. Just remember this today. We're gonna practice more, okay? I'll give you basic adjectives here. So let's just try to make it negative as well. So the first one, new. 新しい. E adjective. Okay, I'm gonna introduce E adjectives first. So, 新しい. How do you change it to negative? 新しくない。新しくない。Yeah? Okay. Next one. 古い。古い means old. 古くない。古くない。暑い。暑い means hot. This kanji means hot for weather. This kanji means for like drinks or the temperature when you touch or when you feel something. So these are different kanjis but the same pronunciation for different things. Hot for weather, hot for things. 暑い becomes 暑くない。暑くない。Okay? 寒い。寒い cold. 寒くない。寒くない。寒い this is for cold weather and for things like you drink or water or shower like when you feel that's 冷たい that's an E adjective as well 冷たい冷たくない okay 忙しい忙しい means busy. Be careful, we don't use 忙しい for places. This is only for people. So I can say I'm busy today. 今日忙しいです. But like in English, this place is busy. This restaurant is busy. We don't use that like for places. So for, describing like the place is packed or busy, we just say there are many people, like 人が多い. So we don't use 忙しい for this. Just for people when you have busy day. Okay. 忙しい、忙しくない、忙しくない。大きい、big、大きい、大きくない、大きくない。小さい、小さい、small、小さくない、小さくない。面白い、面白い、interesting and funny. So interesting and funny is the same word. 面白い、面白くない。つまらない means boring. つまらない、つまらなくない、つまらなくない。Okay? Just drop E and adding くない。優しい。So on this Genki book, it's written as easy problems, but we don't really use this as easy anymore. And usually we use 優しい for kind person. So 優しい、優しくない。Okay? 難しい。difficult. 難しくない。かっこいい。E is actually irregular. E becomes よくない。So, かっこいい also becomes かっこよくない。かっこよくない。怖い。怖い is scary. 怖くない。怖くない。Just be careful. It's not かわいい。かわいい means pretty. かわいい and 怖い。かわいい。かわいくない。楽しい。fun. 楽しくない。楽しくない。安い。cheap. 安くない。安くない。高い。expensive. or high, tall. 高い。高くない。高くない。Okay. So these are E adjectives for today. Alright. Now, I'm gonna introduce na adjectives. Na adjectives, okay? This is a bit weird, but 好き like is adjective in Japanese. Don't know why. 好きな. So actually it's 好きな. Even though you say 好きです for when you say I like, but actually it's 好きな something. So when you say something like the thing I like, you say 好きな犬 or something. Okay? 好き. So negative じゃない for an adjective. So 好きじゃない。好きじゃないです。好きじゃないです。Okay? 大好き。大好き means love. So 大 means the kanji is big. So big like, which is favorite or like it or love it. 大好きな. So 大好きじゃない。大好きじゃない。嫌い。嫌い means don't like it, dislike it. 嫌いな so becomes 嫌いじゃない。嫌いじゃない。大嫌い。大嫌い is hate. 大嫌いな becomes 大嫌いじゃない。大嫌いじゃない。きれい。きれい is beautiful. Not 嫌い, okay? Be careful. 嫌い is hate. I mean, dislike. きれい is beautiful. You don't want to mix it up. きれいな beautiful. きれいじゃない。きれいじゃない。元気。元気な energetic. 元気じゃない。元気です。元気じゃないです。Okay? 静か。静かな quiet. 静かじゃない。静かじゃない。にぎやか。にぎやかな。にぎやかじゃない。にぎやかじゃない。にぎやか means lively. Okay? 暇な。暇。You can say 暇 as in I'm free, I'm bored. 暇 means you have lots of free time. So opposite to busy. 暇。暇じゃない。暇じゃない。So means I'm busy. 暇じゃない。Okay. So that's all for adjectives. And like I said before, E is irregular. So E is 良くない。良くない。Now I'm gonna ask you some questions with the adjectives. Okay? So just think about your answer and you can say either affirmative or negative sentences. Okay? So number 1. 今日は暇ですか？今日は暇ですか？ So you can either say 暇です or 暇じゃないです。Okay? Now, number 2. お母さんは優しいですか？お母さんは優しいですか？優しいです。優しくないです。どうでしょう？ OK。じゃあ、3番。家は大きいですか？家は大きいですか？大きいです。or 大きくないです。You can say 小さいです。But just practice affirmative, negative. So try to say 大きくないです。大きくないです。Okay? じゃあ、部屋は綺麗ですか？部屋は綺麗ですか？綺麗です。or be careful, 綺麗 is an adjective. So 綺麗じゃない。綺麗じゃないです。Okay? 5番。日本の食べ物は美味しいですか？ Oh, 美味しい is probably the new one. 美味しい means delicious. いい adjective. 日本の食べ物は美味しいですか？美味しいです。美味しくないです。I think 美味しい。はい。じゃあ、6番。仕事は面白いですか？ Or if you are not working, if you are students, 学校は面白いですか？面白いです。面白くないです。Okay. じゃあ、7番。日本語は難しいですか？日本語は難しいですか？ Last one. あなたの国は綺麗ですか？国は綺麗ですか？ We don't usually say あなた, but because I don't know specifically, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to everyone that I don't know. So I'm just saying あなた means like you guys. But we don't usually say, hey, you, あなた. We don't say that. But I'm just saying your country, あなたの国は綺麗ですか？綺麗です。綺麗じゃないです。はい。Okay. So, that homework for you today, you need to remember these adjectives, adjectives, non-adjectives, irregular adjective, and remember how to conjugate くないじゃない okay? By the next lesson, you need to remember because I will talk about the past tense for adjectives the next lesson. Okay, so it's gonna confuse you more. So I want you to remember all the adjectives today or by the next time, and you can go on to the next lesson. Okay? If you have any questions, please write your questions in the comment section below. If you want to practice making a sentence, you can also write in the comment section below. I can check your sentence if there's any mistakes. So, again, feel free to download the PDF. It's free and this is gonna be really helpful for you to memorize all the adjectives. Okay. So, thank you for watching today, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you won't miss any of my lesson videos. 今日はありがとうございました。ではまた次回お会いしましょう。バイバーイ。